Hey, imagine the world's biggest peace squad hitting 80 and wondering if it's still got game. That's where we're at, March 25th, 2025, and the United Nations is at this crossroads. It's been around since 45, trying to keep us from blowing each other up, and now it's got this new thing called the Pact for the Future to shake things up. But with wars popping off and climate going haywire, is the UN still the fix we need, or just an old-timer past its prime? Welcome to Tinderbox Talks, where we dig into the stuff that's lighting up the world, sometimes literally. Today, we're asking, can the UN still cut it? What's this pact all about? And is it a spark of hope, or just more smoke? Grab a seat, let's unpack this. So picture this, it's 1945, the world's a mess. World War II just chewed through 70 million lives, and 50 countries are like, okay, no more of that. That's the UN's origin story. Noble, right? They've had some wins. Smallpox is history, millions fed, wars paused here and there. But fast forward to now, and it's feeling more like your grandpa's creaky chair than a superhero HQ. Ukraine's burning, Gaza's starving, climate's a ticking bomb, and the UN's often just standing there, wringing its hands. People are saying it's all talk, no action, stuck in a veto chokehold. So for its 80th birthday, they've rolled out this Pact for the Future. Think of it like a midlife crisis makeover. Can it work? Or are we just blowing out candles on a sinking cake? Alright, let's break it down. What's the UN even doing? It's got three main gigs: keeping peace, handing out aid, and setting some ground rules. Peacekeeping's wild. 70,000 blue helmets in places like Congo and Mali, costing about $6 billion a year. The US picks up a big chunk of that tab. Aid? They're feeding 90 million people, but Yemen's a gut punch. Only 40% funded. Kids going hungry while the world shrugs. Then there's rules. Climate deals, trade stuff, great on paper, but good luck getting everyone to play along. The real snag? The Security Council. 5 big players: US, Russia, China, UK, France. Any one of them can veto anything, and they do. Russia's killed Syria aid 17 times since 2011. US backs Israel like it's family. Last year alone, 12 ideas got axed. Vetoes flying like dodgeballs at a middle school gym class. Now, here's where the Pact for the Future comes in. Signed last September at this Summit of the Future thing, with 193 countries clapping like it's a big deal. It's 56 pages of let's do better, stuff like getting youth in the room, tossing $100 billion at poor countries to go green, beefing up the WHO for the next pandemic. The headliner? They want to shake up the Security Council, maybe add seats for Africa or Latin America, tweak those vetoes so it's not a constant block party. Sounds awesome, right? But here's the catch. It's not a rule book, it's a wish list. No deadlines, no you have to. Russia and Iran were like, whatever, but signed anyway. Trump's US? They're smirking. Cool story. Who's footing the bill? It's like handing a gym membership to a couch potato. Good vibes. But will it lift? Let's get real about what's on fire right now. Ukraine's a war zone. Russia's a council bigwig, vetoing anything that'd cramp its style. Gaza's a nightmare. Aid's trickling, half what's needed, tangled in US-Israel politics. Climate? We hit 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial last year. UN's screaming about it, but rich countries owe $100 billion a year to the poor for green stuff, and only paid half in 24. The Pact's all about speed, crisis teams, no veto delays, more cash flowing, but money's the rub. The US covers 22% of the UN's $3.4 billion budget. China's at 15%, Japan 8%. Trump's team might pull a not my problem move. America first, right? If the UN's cash dries up, who's stepping in? China with strings attached, or just pure chaos? This thing's simmering. Here's where it hits home. Imagine a mom in Mali running from rebels. UN peacekeepers are too far, too broke to help. Or a kid in Kiribati, waves lapping his doorstep. Climate talks are snail-paced. The Pact's got this youth angle. Give them a mic, but only if it's more than a photo op. Africa's 54 countries are begging for 2 permanent council seats. They've got 0 now, with 1 billion people. India's pounding the door too, 1.4 billion strong. Fair, yeah? But Russia's not budging. China's side-eyeing it. Past changes, like Japan joining in '66, took forever. The Pact's buzzing, $500 billion for green tech, AI rules, but it's got no teeth yet. Can it wake the UN up, or is it just slapping lipstick on a tired face? History's got some tough lessons here. The League of Nations, UN's flop of an ancestor crashed in the 30s. Couldn't stop Hitler or Japan. The UN's hung tougher. Korean war truce. AIDS wins, but it's not bulletproof. Rwanda 94, 800,000 gone. UN froze. Iraq 03, US ignored the council, rolled in. Now, 2025 stakes are nuts. Nukes, drones, climate tipping past 2 degrees Celsius. The Pact swinging, more women calling shots, tech ethics boards, but cash rules everything. The US owes $1 billion in dues. Trump's not exactly Venmoing it over. If this works, we might get a scrappier UN built for today. If it flops, it's a dusty shell while the world's frying pan gets hotter. Okay, let's flip it. Could the UN still shine? It's got chops. Ozone's patched. No world war in 70 years. Knock on wood. The Pact's a spark. Council tweaks. Crisis hustle. IF it sticks. Africa's push. India's weight could drag the UN into 2025's reality, not 45's. But those veto kings? They're not sharing the crown easy. Russia's been stonewalling since forever. Trump might force a leaner UN, less US dough, more global hustle. Or it could crack. Nations going rogue. Cold War 2.0 with drones and floods instead of tanks. This isn't just suits arguing. It's the world's glue, wobbly as it is, and 2025's the heat check. So what's the move? Some folks say ditch it, too slow, too veto clogged. Others say tweak it. The Pact's a start, needs muscle. Peace ops are down 50% since 2015. Budget cuts, not courage. AIDS flat, wars triple. Reforms a slog. 45's winners won't budge fast. But doing nothing? Risky too. This messy world needs a referee, even a limping one. The Pact's a flicker. Could it blaze a UN for now? Or just smolder in paperwork? This Tinderbox is live, and we're all watching the sparks fly. Alright, your turn to jump in. Let's fan this flame. Is the UN still fit for 2025, Pact and all? Or a fossil we should toss? Hit the comments and debate it with us. Team Reform, give it a tune-up, it'll roll. Team Scrap, it's done. Time for a new ride. We'll shout out the hottest takes next week. This isn't just some birthday gig. It's peace, lives, and the whole planet riding on it. Speak up. You're the heat that could tip this tinderbox one way or the other. That's today's Tinderbox Talks, the UN at 80, scrambling to prove it's still kicking. If you're into cracking these global wildfires, hit that subscribe button. We've got more coming. Next week, we're diving into another hot mess, so stick around. See you in the comments. Let's keep this blaze going.